much. We want to show you a live look at the U.S. Capitol, Washington, D.C., where the House has passed gun legislation, all in response to the recent mass shootings in Buffalo, New York, and Uvalde, Texas. That bill would raise the age limit for buying a semi-automatic rifle and ban the sale of ammunition magazines with a capacity of more than 15 rounds. The measure has almost no chance of becoming law, though, because the Senate is not expected to advance it.
In the wake of the shooting in Uvalde, Texas, lawmakers across the country are debating what's called red flag laws or extreme risk protection orders. Now, these orders exist in 19 states and the District of Columbia. In California, they're known as gun violence restraining orders.
A new study from the Violence Prevention Research Program at UC Davis examined the first 3 years of California's law, which went into effect January 1st of 2016. UCD professor Dr. Veronica Pear is the lead author on that study. She's joining us now live to talk about what researchers found. Dr. Pear, thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
So we talked a little bit about what these red flag laws are, but explain what they are ultimately designed to do.
Sure. So these laws, gun violence restraining orders, or GVROs, they're intended to fill a legal gap that we have here in California and in all states, really, where someone is identified as making threats, either implicitly or explicitly, of harming themselves or others, and they have access to a firearm, but they're not prohibited for any other reason. So they're intended to remove firearms from and prevent the purchase of firearms from individuals who are at particularly high risk of harming themselves or others.
And what data did you use to compile the report here?
So what we did was we requested court case documents for all of the GVRO cases that occurred in the first 3 years of implementation in California. So that would be 2016 through 2018. And then we abstracted those court records so that we could describe the respondent characteristics and the case characteristics.
Your data was published June 2nd in Injury Prevention. Talk to me about some of the biggest takeaways for you and your team.
Sure. So I would say the biggest takeaway is really that these laws are being used as intended. So we found that for the most part, they're being used by law enforcement officers in cases of threatened interpersonal harm. So that's when one person is threatening another. A little bit less often for cases of self-harm, which is, I think, an area for improvement, since that is where we have the strongest evidence showing that they work. But we also found in about 30% of cases that these were used to potentially prevent threatened mass shootings.
Now, was there any of that data that wound up surprising you?
Yeah, so certainly the high percentage that were for these threatened mass shootings was a surprise to me. I was expecting it to be closer to about 10% based on some previous research that we had done. Also, there was a high percentage of individuals who had assault rifles recovered, which was somewhat surprising, given that we do have a ban here in California.
You know, when you think about this research and all that you guys have done and put into this, and you kind of look back at you know what you did find, and would you say, in your opinion, that the law is working, or is there more room for it to improve and to ultimately change?
Yeah, so I think there's always room for improvement, certainly in implementation. But I think the takeaway from this study is that the law is being used as intended. It seems to be, anecdotally at least, we can't say causally, that it seems to be preventing firearm violence in cases of potential mass shootings. We're also seeing, we linked these individuals who were the subject of the order, we linked them to mortality data. So we can say, as of 2020, when we checked the mortality records, that none of these individuals died from firearm suicide after the order. So that's also providing evidence that these orders are working to prevent firearm suicide as well.
Dr. Veronica Pear, thank you so much for your time this morning. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.